Now, grassland management 103. Right, today I'm going to do a farm walk and do a cover, get an average farm cover and see how it's looking. Right, paddock 1, reseed, won't be grazed until at the very earliest. What are we now, September? I'll be all out to be grazed this year. Put it in as reseed. If you have a paddock that's been reseeded and it's obviously taken out the wedge and put into reseed, only put it back in a maximum of 2 weeks before it's going to be fit for grazing. Paddock 3, Nutty Professor Experiment paddock, average cover of 1250. Paddock 3, reseed. Right, so I prefer to use the Pasture Base Ireland website as opposed to the app. So the first 2 paddocks are reseed. The second paddock is 1250. The next 3 paddocks are reseed. Actually, the next 7 paddocks are reseed. Reseed. Let's see what the next paddock is. So next paddock 10, has a cover of 50 on it. Paddock 10B has a cover of 750 being grazed. There's the boys. 10C 1600 is the 1, 2, just about 1, 2, yeah, about 1550. Next paddock 1500. Don't get too fooled by these real heavy patches. There's like well over 2,000 of them, but they won't graze them out, so there isn't 2,000 in it. Yeah, there's 1,500 in it. That's why you must walk the full length of the paddock before you put in the cover. There's actually only about 1,400 in it, because it's like there isn't 1,400 here. It's about 1,300 here, and there's 1,500 at the far side, so 1,300 or 1,400, sorry. Wettest paddock on the farm, most grass on the farm. Sorry, shouldn't be showing you into the sun. Look, there's 1,700 there all day long. Lovely grass there. So this paddock, last one on this line there is 1150. That's 17% dry matter. That could usually be down to 10% dry matter this time of the year. So that would have that cover at like 800, 700 maybe, whatever. I didn't do the sums. So like that's the difference in dry matter that plate meters don't have the ability to fully calculate. This paddock has 1,000 on it. This would usually be 600, 700 this time of the year if the dry matter was much lower. I was expecting the dry matter to be lower in this paddock because it's not grazed that long, but I know by tearing it, the harder it is to tear, the higher the dry matter. So now that I've all my paddocks put in, my average farm cover is 1,021. Touching the high side, but look, I'd rather be looking at it than looking for it. Right, I must adjust my stock now, so there's no 0 to 6 year olds there, put that back to 0. And there is 23 1 to 2 year olds, they're 450 kilos, and they'll be eating 2.25%, so 4.5 and 4.5 is 9. We put it at 9.4 kilos, okay? So they're eating 9.4 kilos. Saving update here, the red lad. And so cover per livestock unit of 458, which is very high. Demand 30, 2.23 livestock units per hectare. I don't have a growth, but growth at the moment is about 50. So really I need to get more stock into this farm because or else it's just going to get ahead of me. There isn't any paddocks there suitable for taking out for grazing or for mowing. But I may well do. If I took out 10F now, which is actually a paddock that could do it being cleaned off. It's the wettest paddock on the farm and it was too wet to top all year. So I'll take out 10F now, down the bottom. Hold on now. I want that work for me. Now. Sorry. So when I take that paddock out for bales, it brings it back to 865, which is a more reasonable farm cover. Cover per livestock unit is still very high at 380, but look, that's okay. That'll be fine. Demand 30, growth 50. Could I take 10C as well? The next paddock they're going into 1500. No, I won't. Look, we'll just see what it does if I do take it. Down to the bottom, you must go the whole way down with this stupid phone. So I'll cut now. So it brings it down to 723. That's too light. Farm cover 723 is too low for this time of year. I'm going to have we aim to have cattle out till the 1st of December, so we want to keep our covers up. So what I'm going to do is, and now this is why measuring every week is vitally important. I haven't done a walk here in months, so I don't know what my growth rate on this farm is. But today is Monday. I'm going to do a walk again on Friday. I'll get a 5-day growth rate, and I'll know what my growth rate is, so I'll be able to make an informed decision. So I'm going to put that one back to grass for the time being, and my cover is back to 865, which is where I want it. So yeah, you want your cover somewhere between 8 and 900 at the moment, and you want to, if on a dairy rotation, you want your rotation length about 30 days. And to remember that keep the date in mind of the 15th of October. Once the paddock is graded after the 15th of October, you won't be going back into it until the spring. So a paddock that's really wet, maybe say that you know you're not going to get into early in the spring, don't go in there on the 15th of October. Leave that as late as possible. Leave that to the last paddock to graze if possible, but get in there before the weather breaks, obviously. So look, I'm going to leave it there now for this episode of Grassland Management. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Any questions, please put them in the comments below. And please like and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow for more Dara Horse Farms.